Hello, Pisces. How are you? Welcome to or welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, whatever placements you've got, Venus, Mars, for May 2025. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to pull a card from the Sacred Symbols Oracle by Marcella Kroll, and we are going to be using this rather fabulous kitsch plastic pink holographic Rider-Waite-Smith, and it's like a wee slippery fish, literally like you, Pisces. Okay, so let's get stuck in, shall we? Let's just get right, put that there. So what have you been up to, Pisces? Have you been enjoying the last hurrah of all the planets in your sign practically? With Venus, with Mercury, well, Saturn's still there. Neptune's moved out. How's that working for you? No having Neptune anymore. Pretty much been a permanent fixture for some of you. Depending on your age, some of you watching this might never have known life without Neptune in your sign. But that's a scary thought, there's people that young. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we've got two. And we're going to honour it, and we're going to take two of them. So go you, Pisces. That'll be for your two sides of your personality. So we have got home and we have got earth. Okay. And they're next to each other, so maybe they just stuck together. But anyway, we are honouring the fact that there is two cards. And what is drawing me more than anything else is the numbers here, Pisces. Okay. Yeah, it's 10 and 11, but there's also like 3 ones. And it's that powerful energy of 1 and 11. That's what it feels like. There is this kind of energy that's floating around you right now, Pisces, that you have not been privy to for quite some time. And it's where does the energy come from? Well, it comes from home. It comes from being where you're comfortable. It comes from being where you feel safe, Pisces. That is really what's coming through. Do you need to be grounded a bit more in the earth? Yes. Because you're so much in your intuition, Pisces. And well, it even says in this actual like placeholder card, this oracle card here, it's very much that energy of right, let's feel our way through this, let's intuit our way through this. But sometimes, you know, for the things going on in life, you really need to ground yourself in the solid, in the practicalness of life. And I think, you know, recently it's been challenging when you've been in that place, when you've been in that very, very mundane, very everyday place. It's been difficult, you know. It's been a real slog, to be honest, Pisces. You know, it's why, you know, why would you do that? You know, it's like why would you continue to be in that earthy place when you can quite easily slip into your intuition, you know, slip into that dreamscape place and literally escape the realities of whether what's going on at home or, you know, the just the realities of being a human right now in this space and time. It's a lot, and particularly because you're such a sensitive soul at times, Pisces, and it's so difficult, you know. It's like you're the last sign of the zodiac, so it's like you carry so many burdens for everybody else, you know, and it's like you're expected to just, oh well, it's Pisces, oh Pisces is fine, oh just leave them be, you know. And I think that, you put on such a good front, Pisces. You really do. You put on such a show for the world. And it's not that it's a lie. It's not that it's a persona. It's a coping mechanism. It's like, well, I need to be strong for X, Y, and Z person, or I need to be strong in this situation, because if I'm not, then everything will go to shit. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. And with the greatest will in the world, Pisces, if you need to let yourself go to shit, then please do so. There is plenty of people round about you who love you dearly, who will be more than happy to carry the burden for a while. So please let them. All right, please just reach out to friends, reach out to family, and say, "Do you know what? Can you help me for a while?" Okay, because I think it's really important for that to take place over the month of May, and I think, but now we're getting out of this retrograde period and the shadows of the retrogrades, things will feel so much lighter. So much easier, because they did affect you. You were one of the signs that was really affected, because both shut up, Marion. Both Venus and Mercury both retrograded into your sign at the same time. We had that Mars retrograde that was just, it was just horrendous for so many people. But it's like now, it's like the fog is clearing. It's like you're grounding yourself and you can face the realities of your situation going forward. Okay, so we're going to put these up here so you can see them. If I can get more space, then I will. I'm footering about with new setups, Pisces, to try and get the best angles, etc. So this is another new setup, and I'm hoping that it works. And I'm actually really pleased and proud of myself for coming up with this particular one. There was a lot of moving around of things. So let's see. Oops, see what I mean about them being, these cards being slippery fishes? Right. You're just showing up for yourself. No, we'll leave it. Get some cards, please, for Pisces 2020, May 25, please. Another 10. Okay, let's see. We've got the Empress, we've got the 10 of Swords, we've got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, we've got the Lovers, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, hello, we've got a Tower. And at the bottom of the deck, we have got the 7 of Swords. Boo hiss. Okay, let's see. I can put that there. But I thought, well, leave that just now, because it feels like it's kind of a anchoring. I'm going to have to put these out of the way, Pisces. I'm sorry. But maybe see if we can. I know what we'll do. Let's do that up. No, we'll do that there, and then we will do this. There we go. You can see that. There. Right, excellent. Okay, so now that my OCD Mercury and Gemini is satisfied with the layout of the cards, we can go on with things, can't we? Okay, so let's have a look and see what's happening. I don't normally read reversals, but if the reversal shows up, I do honour it. So And funnily enough, it is a card of Virgo, which is your opposite sign, Pisces. Where am I going with this? It just feels all over the place, Pisces. That's the energy that I'm feeling. The thing that's drawing me most is this endings. Okay, we've got this ending and the tens. Get a 10 of Cups, which is you, which is Mars and Pisces, and we've got this 10 of Swords, which is the Sun in Gemini. What it feels like to me is these are expressions of the they're expressions of everything that's been going on right now. Okay, up until this point. And it could be that there's something to do with your family. You know, it could be something that you've nurtured or you've been trying to nurture, and it's just been like bringing into fruition, you know, like bringing into the world. So it could be like a project, like it could be a book, or it could be like a job or a business or something, or it could even be like, you know, with the Empress showing up in that reversed Nine of Pentacles there. It could be like something to do with your family, like if you've got children, if you've not got children, you know, it feels very much like whatever you have been trying to birth into the world has been met with opposition, has been met with challenge, has been met with difficulty, has not been allowed to grow, has not been allowed to really develop the way you had expected it to. And I think that's a key point. You know, I think that there was some time in the past you have either been working on something or had this situation going on where you expected it to go in a certain trajectory, and something happened. You know, there was like a tower moment that happened, and all of a sudden it was just like game over. You know, it's like game over, do not pass go, do not collect £200 or dollars, you know, go straight to jail. And that's what it felt like. And it was something really sneaky that happened. Something that you did not anticipate happening. It came out in nowhere literally, but it was like you just did not see it coming at all. And I think that had an impact on your ideas of your own personal divination, you know, your own methods and your own skills of divination. It's like, did I make that up? You know, your intuition, is your intuition wonky? You know, that kind of thing. And you've been asking yourself all these really hard questions, Pisces, up until this point, and thinking, oh well, what do I do now? And what you do now is you choose to make a change, Pisces. And I think that's the thing. It's like, and some of the other signs, you know, that's been, if I had to, you know, think of a word that sums up all the readings collectively, for the month of May, it's choice. It's to choose what you want to do. It's to have that, whether you have had that choice removed from you, whether you feel like you don't have a choice, whether you feel suddenly that you do now have a choice, whereas you didn't have before. It feels very much in alignment with this reward. Okay. And here's the, and I don't often get this right, but I do when I tune into water energy. And you're the last water sign, because I do them by elements. So you're the last water sign that I'm reading for today. I've already done Cancer and Scorpio, and I'll probably need to lie down after this, because submerging myself in that amount of water energy is it's no good for me. I don't like to feel all the feelings, Pisces. You know this. But it feels like, the song or the lyrics is going through my head as that line. It's like you want to see the sunshine after the rain. And that's where I feel like you are. You're heading towards that sunshine. And please don't be disheartened by the tower. Now the tower is Mars. Okay. And we've got that 10 of cups, which is Mars and Pisces. So I'm feeling like, Mars is the destroyer. This tower is the destroyer of the moments that has happened so far. It's clearing the way for everything that has went on before. Because whatever this Empress is representing, it's still very much in your heart. And that is not a bad thing. It's just that you're having to, it's not choosing to walk away, because there's no, the 8 of cups isn't here and the 6 of swords isn't here. It's not about walking away from the thing. The thing is still very much in your life and in your existence. It's in your aura, it's in your very being, Pisces. And I'm not going to say that lightly, but whatever this is, whatever that Empress represents, it's still very much in yourself. And I think it'll always be there. But the difference is now you've come to a realization where you're making the choice. The lovers have showed up here to say, right, come on, Pisces, let's make the choice here. Let's find out what we're doing, and it feels very much like, even though there's nothing to suggest it, I just feel like psychically, throughout this experience, you have learned a lot. You have learned a lot about yourself, and you've learned a lot about other people and how other people choose to show up for you. I think there's been some valuable lessons in that you now understand the value of true connection. Not that you never did before, right? But you understand the value of the people in your life. And I think it's been an exercise in seeing who's actually got your back. Who is it is going to stick up for you, Pisces? Who is it is going to be your fiercest defender? And that's what it feels like. It's like you've now curated a circle of friends, family, colleagues who are your fiercest defenders, and you know that you can trust them. Because see, whoever or whatever this really blindsided you, Pisces. And it was like you were just left on your own. And nobody likes to feel that they're left on their own. And I think because you're one of those signs that give so much of yourself to others, when that happens, it's that adds an extra layer of pain. So, but that is just, any residual stuff for that is going to be left behind in May, so that June we get to the half point of the year, you can move forward. And as I say, that tower is just going to come in and it's going to help you. It's going to just charge forward, allow you to charge forward, because it's clearing out all the crap, all the rubble, all the nonsense that has been going on until this point. And whether it's people, whether it's places, whether it's situations, whether it's mindset, whether it's physical, whatever, it's getting cleared out, and you will be able to go forward. And it's a beautiful thing. It feels very Saturnian, Pisces, if I'm honest with you. That's what it feels like. It feels very Saturny, like it's a Saturn lesson, which would make sense because Saturn is preparing to move into Aries. So it's just finishing up the last residue, the last vestibles of Pisces. So it's just that kind of a culmination of, you've survived this transit, you have survived it, and you are now going to thrive. Because remember, Pisces, Saturn tests us. Oh, fuck the Saturn tests, but he rewards as well. So please enjoy the rewards. Okay, my loves. I will see you in the next video. If you would like to go a bit deeper into this and check out the individual energies of yourself, you can book a reading with me, and the details are in the description box, a link to my website. Okay, my darlings, bye. Take care.